Good morning to you all. This is Kerry from Kerry's Card Creations. So today, one of the things I like to make is my own embellishments. And recently, excuse me, I did a mini milk carton carrier for Mother's Day and I made an embellishment for the top. So I thought today I'd show you how I made it. So to start with, I have die cut 2 ovals in coloured card. And then I've die cut a smaller layering oval in a pattern paper. This pattern paper I'm using is Dove Crafts Be Happy, I believe it's called. And I'm just going to foam pad the pattern paper one to the coloured card. Okay, so I've got some pretty ribbons here. So I'm just gonna, first of all, I'm gonna put some tape on the back. So I'm gonna put tape all down the back of it. I can't go wrong then if I put tape on the back of all of it. Remove all your backing bits. Okay. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I am going to make a loop in my top left hand corner. So I'm just going to stick it on the back. I find it easier to do it this way instead of trying to hold it and tape it at the same time. So I'm just going to make a loop. Okay, and then I'll cut off at the back. Okay, and then on the opposite corner I'm going to do like a V. So I'm going to put my ribbon on like that and then fold it back over and make like a V shape. So it's the opposite corner to what I put the cut. Okay, so that's the start of that. And now with a thicker ribbon, and I'm going to use red. I've never used this one before, it's brand new. And we're going to go back over and make another loop over the top of the smaller ribbon we did earlier. Like so. Okay. Cut that off at the back. And then we're going to do exactly the same as we did earlier. We're going to go in and do our V. So you literally just put it on and then fold it in half. It sticks to all that tape that's on the back then. And then cut your tails. I'll cut my tail. So it now looks like that. And I'm going to have foam pads to the back of that now. Okay. Now we're going to put this, it hides all our bits and pieces then, so you've got a nice neat back to it. I mean, if you're sticking this on something and you're not going to see the back, then you don't have to do it, but finishing touches and all that, anybody who knows me knows I'm a bit of a finishing touches freak. I'm just going to cut that, got a funny bit. So that's what we've got so far. Okay, now I'm going to make a little bow and I did a tutorial yesterday on how to make these little bows by hand. Round through the loop and pull. Now ideally I would have had my hot glue gun on for this, but of course in true Kerry fashion I haven't put my hot glue gun on. So I'm just going to use some wet glue. She says, no, it doesn't want to come out today. There we go. So if I'd have had my hot gun on, that would have dried straight away, but you know, there we go. So what I've done is I have stamped a little sentiment. This piece of white card measures 4 centimeters by 1.5 centimeters, and I'm just going to tail it off. So I've stamped and left a gap one end, and I'm just going to do a tail on it. And I don't have a die or anything. I just cut up the center and then trim the 2 sides away to give me my banner shape, like so. And then I've got a piece of black card. This measures 1.5 centimeters by 4.5 centimeters, and I'm going to banner this one as well. Okay. And then I'm just going to, no, I'm not going to glue one over the top of the other. I'm going to do it jaunty. So I'm just going to put, oh, that's coming out too fast now. Put a glue on there. And glue that over the top. Like so. Let's use some of this glue that's stuck to my hand now. And I'm going to stick that on there like that. So in the Mother's Day one I had butterflies, but because this paper is bee paper, I'm going to stick with that theme. And I have die cut in black card 2 bumblebees. This is a really old Spellbinders die set that I've had for forever. And I'm just going to pop him on there, and then I've tweaked the wings up on this one. Bit of glue down the middle. Bash the camera trying to get my gems, and they're the wrong colour anyway. I wanted gold ones, but anyway, that's my pretty embellishment.